Celebrities, for the most part, come from good households. Life hasn't always been about cameras and red carpets for many celebs. Despite their professional success, some of the most well-known celebrities have had to overcome obstacles caused by their parents' poor choices. Many of the celebrities on this list were estranged from their criminal parents, which may explain how well-adjusted they were as children. Here are the top 10 celebrities whose parents were criminals. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Number 10. Lily Allen. Lily Allen, the daughter of actor Keith Allen, was introduced to criminal activity at a very young age. Keith Allen, Allen's father, began committing crimes at a young age and was transferred to a youth prison institution at the age of 15 for regularly stealing. Allen has a history of unlawful drug use and has even exploited his children as a drug marketing tactic. Number 9. Jackie Chan. Li Chan abandoned her girls in a Shanghai train station in 1945 when she was struggling financially and had recently lost her husband. She then tried to make money by selling opium at Shanghai ports. Her life was turned upside down when she was almost detained by her future husband, Inspecting Officer Charles Chan. Before he could accept her, he noticed flowers in her hair that represented the loss of family members. This sight persuaded Charles Chan not to press charges against her. Number 8. Terrence Howard. Howard and his family waited in line to sit on Santa's knee when he was just 2 years old. During the wait, Terrence's father, Tyrone, got into a dispute with another man who accused them of cutting in line. What happened depends on who you ask. But what is clear is that the other man punched Tyrone in the pelvis region multiple times, causing him to bleed. Tyrone ended up stabbing the man with an unknown sharp instrument several times. Tyrone was sentenced to 11 months in prison for manslaughter when the guy died as a result of his injuries. Number 7. Woody Harrelson. Charles Harrelson, Woody Harrelson's father, is one of the most notorious hitmen in American history. Charles Harrelson was prosecuted and convicted of many murders before dying in his cell in 2007. Most notably, Harrelson was convicted of the murder of John H. Wood Jr., the first United States federal judge to be assassinated in the 20th century. Rumors have also circulated that Harrelson was engaged in the assassination of President John F. Kennedy Jr. Number 6. Drake. Drake's father, Dennis Graham, was once a successful musician. He even worked as a drummer for Jerry Lee Lewis at one point. Graham's legal issues in the United States, however, prevented him from visiting his son in Toronto regularly early in Drake's childhood. This troubled relationship has been referenced in various Drake songs. And things didn't get much better when Graham was arrested on drug charges. While he has claimed that he was more present than it appears, it is evident that the musician did not share this sentiment. Drake even admitted to Complex magazine in 2011 that he didn't have a father. Number 5. Tyga. Tyga disclosed to his fans that he never met his father, Stevie Stevenson. The musician's father is currently serving a life sentence at California's Solano State Prison. Stevenson left his son's life shortly after Tyga's birth in 1989, before being imprisoned in 1991 for kidnapping and other crimes. He was initially unaware of what all of his children were doing while he was locked up. Stevenson had to hear that his son Tyga had become famous by accident. Simultaneously, the rapper has spoken on multiple occasions about his absent father. The melancholy track Dad's Letter is a particularly moving example of Tyga coming up about his connection with his father. Number 4. Tobey Maguire. Tobey Maguire is well known for his role as the do-gooder superhero Spider-Man. Maguire's actual life, like his on-screen image, has been impacted by crime. Maguire's father, Vincent Maguire, is a convicted bank robber who was apprehended shortly after robbing a bank without disguise in broad daylight. Vincent Maguire was sentenced to 2 years in prison and has supposedly been a model citizen ever since. Number 3. Lindsay Lohan. Lindsay Lohan has made several terrible decisions throughout her career. However, it appears that she did not have the ideal example to follow. Michael Lohan, Lohan's father, has had multiple run-ins with the authorities in the last 2.5 decades. Michael Lohan was sentenced to 3 years in jail in 1990 after being found guilty of criminal contempt of court. He was arrested again in 1997 for violating his probation, again in 2004 for failing to pay for suites he had rented, and again in 2011 on suspicion of domestic abuse. Number 2. Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj has spoken about her terrible childhood and how her parents would often argue, yell, and hit each other. She's spoken about how frequently the police were called to the house and how, one night in 1987, her crack-addicted father erupted into a frenzy and began demanding money from Nicki's mother. Nicki's father, Robert, burned down their house while his wife, Nicki's mother, was still inside. In addition to this attempted murder, Nicki recalls Robert pulling her mother out of a car and dragging her for 2 blocks on the ground. It's unknown whether he was ever imprisoned for his destructive deeds, but he's a criminal in our eyes. Number 1. Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves' life has been filled with the tragedy of all kinds, but he appears to be one of the sweetest individuals on the earth. Keanu Reeves' father had abandoned the family before he entered school. After then, the father and son would only meet on occasion. Samuel Reeves Jr. struggled with addictive tendencies and breaking the law in the period between their scarce meetings. Reeves Jr. was arrested for selling heroin at Hawaii's Hilo Airport in 1992. He served 2 years of a 10-year term in prison. So guys, that was it for this video. What did you think about our video? Let us know in the comment section below. If you are new to our channel, be sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell to get notified about our latest videos. Thanks for watching.